Hello, thank you for joining us for this special edition of the Serenity Resource Connector Public Education Program. Whether you're tuned in live or you're watching the replay, if this is your first time connecting with us, thank you for being here. And I'm going to invite you to go ahead and subscribe. We do this every Thursday at 8 p.m. You can check out the calendar of activities at the end of the broadcast, or feel free to check it out on the YouTube page or on the Serenity Resource Connector IG page. Thank you so much for joining us. And the discussion for this evening, we're going to be looking at some upcoming events for the parish of Clarendon. And we want to highlight the upcoming public service. Let me get it right. It's going to be the Mobile Services Fair. It's something that I'm very excited about. It fits in perfectly with the Serenity Resource Connector, where several of the government entities are connecting to provide you with services on the spot. And that's coming up on Friday, October 7th, if my memory serves me correctly. No, it's not 7th. It's going to be, let me make sure, right, the 7th of October. They're in Maypen, Clarendon. So you want to stay tuned for that. Right, the person that's supposed to be sharing on that having a bit of technical challenge, but until she gets on, I'm going to share with you a little clip about the department that she's from. That's the Public Services Modernization Division. So let's take a look at what they are up to ahead of the discussion.
The Public Sector Transformation and Modernization Division continues to demonstrate its commitment to meeting the changing needs of the Jamaican society by supporting and implementing projects to meet their needs. We introduced the Government of Jamaica gov.jm portal, which is the gateway to all government-related information and services.
In partnership with the Companies Office of Jamaica, the PSTMD has created the Electronic Business Registration Form, EBRF, that allows business owners to register a business from anywhere in the world and at any time.
In collaboration with our local government partners and the National Environment and Planning Agency, we have established an online platform that enables the submission of development applications. Registered users can make secure payment online, upload attachments, and see their application status. As public servants, we hold the key to ensuring service excellence is a reality.
That's right. I don't know about you, but I've been using that platform and I did not know that it was a part of the modernization program. So I'm looking forward to the discussion with our guests this evening as she shares more on that. Until she joins us, there are several areas that they're looking at. So I'm going to share another video clip in the meantime, because there are so many things taking place and we just want to put some things in context before we get into the discussion as to the actual fair that's coming up next week, Friday. Here we go.
The Office of the Cabinet, along with our partners and stakeholders, have developed a draft service excellence policy based on the recognition of the need to improve services to all persons who do business with the Government of Jamaica. The draft policy aims to establish a service excellence culture within the public sector.
I'm super excited about that because we know the challenges that we have with the whole bureaucracy when it comes on to doing service with these different government entities. And so I'm excited to see what exactly is happening, not just to hear, but to see and experience what's happening with the different government sector. All right, we're still experiencing a bit of challenge, technical challenge. So we're going to switch things up a bit and we're going to be sharing some additional upcoming activities, starting with those four. We have a lot of things happening in the month of November. So we're going to bring on now Shanique Samuels to join me here. Shanique is the Community Programs Coordinator there at the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. Shanique, you don't usually see her so much on screen. She's usually in the background making things happen. Shanique, welcome to the Serenity Resource Connector space.
Good evening, and thank you so much for having me. As you said, I like being backstage. I like making the people up front look good, and I like coordinating and putting the things together and then push everybody else up front. I'm not the type of person who you see up front at all. But I have some events to share for Local Government Month. Every year, the month of November is celebrated as Local Government and Community Month. And so we have a set of events. Some of them are staple. Some that means they must happen. Some of them we go and we partner with other agencies or entities and we go on to host these events. So to start it off, usually we do a youth mayors competition. Now, for those who don't know who or what is the youth mayor competition, let me just share a bit with you. The youth mayor is the junior person who shadows the mayor, really. So you have the regular mayor and then you'll have a youth mayor. The youth mayor is usually nominated by, well, first of all, I should have said that each councillor nominates a junior person to shadow them for the entire year. And then we put on a youth mayor competition. And that competition is where we select a youth mayor who will lead the group. So it's similar to the youth parliament, where you will have a minister of so and so, a minister of so and so. So we have that at the local level. So our youth mayor competition, and that is really because we want to get the youth involved as well in our activities for local government month. So we host the youth mayor competition, we select the best person, and when I say we, I mean an independent panel independent of the municipal corporation. So we get business persons or teachers or so on to come sit on the panel, do an interview. So we do a personality interview. The students are normally given a essay topic and they are supposed to write an essay, sometimes maybe like 2,500 words. And then they are supposed to present that essay. So we look for speech, pronunciation, how well you deliver your point, and so on. This year, there will be a national youth mayor quiz competition. That will be facilitated at the national level, and that comes directly under the Ministry of Local Government. So we will select our own youth mayor and several other persons from our parish, and then they will go on to represent the parish of Clarendon later on in November. Further on, we
Shanique,
have
before you move on, regarding the youth mayor, share with us where those individuals come from. Are they just community members? What's the age range?
all right. So the junior councillors, that's a cohort of 22, and it's 22 because it is one from each division, and we have 22 divisions, 22 councillors. So each councillor has to select one person. Usually they are between primary and high school, so it's primary, secondary, or tertiary level age. So it goes up to maybe like 18, 19.
Okay.
But we don't really have a limit, a cap on the age as to who we can accept. What we do though is ask the counselors that to ensure that their students are in school. So
Okay.
They are selected from each of the 21 division, each of the 22 divisions, and then we use those persons.
Okay, great. Because based on my recollection, some years ago I sat on the panel, and all of them were from high schools across the parish. Some really brilliant young people.
Yes, so we usually ask that they either live or attend school in the division, or in the division which they will be representing.
Representing. Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
All right, go right ahead and share the next activity.
All right, then. So, everything we do, we put God in it. So there must be a
That's right.
church service. So this year, the local government church service uh, will be in Racecourse on November 6th. The time and the venue is yet to be confirmed, but so far we're working on that. But so far it has been confirmed that we will be worshiping in Racecourse this year for local government month. And yes, it is a parish church service where we ask our agencies and partners to come out and fellowship with us. We also go into the communities because we want persons to learn about local government month. We want them to share in the month's activities with us. So we go in, we fellowship with them, we let them know what's happening, and we invite them to be a part of our activities for the rest of the month. So that's it for the church service. We have also proposed that we have 2 town hall meetings. I'm not so sure, depending on the timelines, if we'll get in both of them, but for sure, at least one. So the first one we have proposed is for the division of Yorktown. We know the persons down there have been having some issues. It's been a while since we have been to Yorktown. What we try to do is go to a division each time. So we try not to repeat the division um in the year. We have 22 divisions right across the parish. So we have a lot of ground to cover. So we're planning, or we're working towards hosting a town hall meeting in Yorktown to hear from the persons down there, hear what issues are affecting them, and we will be seeking to carrying the agencies with us to see if we can provide some answers to those questions, and then the community as well as us, the corporation, can actually hold those agencies accountable, follow up with them to ensure that they solve the issues, or at least try to solve the issues that the persons in the communities are having. So that is it for Yorktown, and that is scheduled for Wednesday, November 9. On Thursday, November 10, every second Thursday we have full council meeting. So on this particular Thursday, which is the second Thursday in November, we will be having full council and youth council orientation. Now, if we're going to have a group of youth councillors, it means that they must have their own sitting of council, right? So when we do the orientation, they will come in, they will observe what is happening in general full council, and then their own youth council, which will happen the following week, Tuesday, which will be on Tuesday, November 16. They will follow the same sequence of events that was seen in full council. So they get their own sitting to discuss matters affecting their communities. So they will get a chance to represent their communities or their divisions in a parish council setting or in a Clarendon Municipal Corporation setting then. Usually, every year we have a local government month work day. We have proposed a date for November 19, that is Saturday, November 19. That is yet to be confirmed because we will have to go seek out suggestions from the councillors, and we have 22 to deal with. And then We have to come back to the corporation, have a discussion, and then the engineering department will have to go and do their own assessment, look to see if the activity is warranted or if we need to go in and um, help out with that situation, and if we have the money to do that. So that is it for the local government workday. One very important thing that I missed, and this is on the national calendar as well, Thursday, November 17 will be the Youth Forum in Hanover. Usually, when we have the Youth Forum, it is at the Parish Municipal Corporation. So this year, it will be in Hanover. So the very first one, the inaugural Youth Forum, was held at the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. It really is a sitting of all the youth mayors from across the parish. So what we do when we had ours in Clarendon, our youth mayor, she chaired the proceedings. So it is the same full council setting, but instead of having councillors as your committee members, there would have been youth mayors from the other parishes as the committee members, and they sit and they discuss matters that are affecting the parish or their parish as well, or they come up with their own solutions to some of the issues that we are having nationally. And I can say without a doubt that Minister McKenzie has taken into consideration some of the suggestions that were put forward or have been put forward over the years coming out of these youth forum sessions. Moving on, we are hoping to have an awards ceremony on November 30th. That is proposed as well. The date and time, well, the location and the time is yet to be worked out. But I'm seeing here where the infirmary workers will be awarded. So that is persons who have worked at the infirmaries for over 15 years, patient care assistants, and so on. They will be recognized for their years of service to the nation's indigent, and that is also a national event. So that's not only on our local calendar for Clarendon, but nationally, where the Ministry of Local Government is concerned. We have other local events such as our own little interdepartmental domino tournament. So, we can't be working all year round and don't have time for a little bit of fun. So we have our own little thing in the mix, and that is just for regular staff members to come work with each other, fellowship with each other. And when I say interdepartmental, I mean department against department. So it's a little friendly rivalry, and they'll get the winner of the competition will get bragging rights. So that would have been it for local government month for us locally. Did I leave out anything? No. Yes, Thursday, November 24, Ministry of Local Government's cook-off, and that is at Brooks Park in Mandeville. So that is a national event. It is not a Clarendon Municipal Corporation event per se, but we will have to participate in that one as well. So that is that for Local Government Month 2022. And some of these dates are already confirmed. Others, we're just waiting on some of our partners and agencies to confirm the dates so we can go ahead with planning.
All right. And I just shared the Instagram handle in the comments so you can stay updated once the dates are finalized, the venues, and all the additional details. You can get updates there. Thank you so much, Shanique. It wasn't that bad, was it?
No. In terms of civic events, though, there are a few that will be coming up. I think the councillor for, well, the
Yes.
chairman for our civic
Chairman for the
committee, he'll
committee
speak some more
should be joining us in a
on
little while.
those.
Right. But don't go anywhere, Shanique, just in case we need to bring you back on to share those details. All right.
All
So
right, not
stay.
a problem.
All right. Thank you so much for that. So there you have some upcoming activities for the month of November. And, November is packed with activities. We have a lot of things taking place in November. It's not just local government and community development month, it's parenting month, parents month. It's also drug awareness month. And Miss Cheryl Brown should be there connected. So Miss Brown, if you're there, she is from the National Council on Drug Abuse, Substance Abuse Officer for the Parish of Clarendon. If you could go ahead and share the social media handles for the National Council on Drug Abuse so that we can stay abreast of the activities that will be coming up in November, please do so. And if Mr. McKenzie from the Social Development Commission is on with us live, please go ahead and share details. Welcome, Ms. Brown, as to the 4-in-1 competition that's coming up for the Social Development Commission. The deadline for entry is tomorrow, Friday, the 30th of September. So if you have not yet sent in your entry from your different community groups, please reach out to your Social Development Commission officer or the office there in Maypen to get further details so that you can be a part of the activities that's going on. And stay tuned, you'll learn a lot more. We also have National Police Week coming up in the month of November. But of course, you'll hear more about that on our Community Safety and Security episode in the second week of October. And we also have another one, second week of November. So you'll get details as to what will be happening in National Police Week. Stay with us. And now let me bring on to share virtual space here with me, Karlene McKenzie
Spencer.
I trust your connection is now stable. Karlene
I
McKenzie.
I hope so. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So Karlene is the principal director there in the Office of the Cabinet, more specifically the Public Sector Modernization Division. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. Yes, you are.
All right, great. So I would have shared a little snippet of one of those videos that you have on the YouTube page sharing. It was in 2021 when you were sharing about the excitement about what's taking place in terms of modernization and also about service excellence, right?
Yes.
So let's get into the discussion. So share with us, what are the initiatives that's been worked on under the modernization program? I was sharing earlier that I've been using the company's office website, but I did not know that it was a part of the grand modernization program. So that was good to know.
Yes.
All right, so share with us, what are some of the other programs?
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for having me, and good afternoon to your listenership. So I just wanted, before we get into that, just to say a little bit about what the Public Sector Modernization Division does and our program. We work closely with our ministries and their departments and agencies so that they can carry out and improve on the services that they're delivering to our citizens and to the people who do business in Jamaica. And for us to do that, we have to look at our systems, the processes, and our organizational structures, and look at the policies to see how it is that we can support these ministries and their departments and agencies so that they can deliver the highest quality services to the clients, to our customers, and to whomever wants to do business with us. So, as you would have said, the intent of the Public Sector Modernization Division is really to create better services, better workforces, and better institutions. And in doing so, we deliver better services to the public. And you spoke about the electronic business registration form that we launched a few years ago. And we looked at it, we saw that there are some issues, and we're now even looking at making further improvements to that system. And we are looking at launching again sometime in November. So you will see a more improved application for those who are having issues when they were using it the first time around. some of the things that we focus on within the division is related to ICT transformation. How can we create those necessary infrastructure and provide the right tools for our entities to deliver the services? And so one of the things that we have rolled out is our gov.jm portal. And this is one of our central online presence for government businesses. So what we're trying to create is a catalog of services. None of Jamaica, nobody in Jamaica. We have launched phase 1 of that program. So if you go to that website, see some of the services to you, and some services portal, and have get some information is that you that service is looking for this. You can find it in this one virtual space. We're looking at how we can create better access and greater access to the of government. So through our records information management system, we're automating our processes, putting in proper classifications of our records so that persons are able to easily access data and information. For us to modernize any area, people, our staff, our human resource are critical to that process. And so we work closely with our ministries. We look at what is happening within these areas and see how we can put in place those policies and frameworks that will of our staff, so that we're able to enable them and empower them to deliver the service. And so one of the things that we're about to roll out in the short order is our employee performance management system. And that will allow us to praise our staff and the work that they do, as well as to reward them for the work that they do. There's also the development of a public sector learning framework. And this is what we're developing to create a national growth within the public sector. And that go in the public sector and to see them in terms of what their goals are. And of course, we are rolling out our service excellence. And this was a policy that was launched in July of this year. And this policy to that all ministries of government are enabled in such that will exceed and meet
All right. There seemed to be a little technical challenge going on there.
Those are some of the programs where some of them.
All right. I trust that the viewers were able to get all of that. I was getting a little glitch there. Are you hearing me clearly?
I'm hearing you now.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right. I trust that we're able to get that. All right. So the Service Excellence Policy was actually launched in July, right? Any update on how that is going?
Well, our program is going exceptionally well. We got approval of this program in March of this year, and our Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness launched this year, and all our ministries have embraced this program. We have developed team the ministries improved ministries have developed their customer service improvement plan. They're assessing the gaps within the services that they're offering, and they are putting in place their own blueprint for improving, for the necessary interventions and services to the public over the next 2 to. And so we find this to be very fascinating because here and another, all government ministries, departments, and agencies will be doing this to ensure over time all of Jamaica, all persons utilizing the services will be able to see improvements is delivered to them. So had that done over engaging with them, you would also, and I think some of us, our ministries have BRF, they're the Passport, Immigration, and Citizens Agency, that role, their automated process for renewal of passports, and the TAG going full stream. That COVID has done a thing and opportunity government to move in a direction. Look at how we deliver services. There are so many modalities in which we can deliver service. That one of the good things coming out the pandemic is that we are now able to find ways in which we can provide access, better access to services. And so that is one of the things that the policy is looking at improving. How can we deliver the services to you, to us, in the way in which we would want the service to be delivered?
Awesome. And that's a good segue to the upcoming Customer Service Week.
Yes.
That's the week of November 2nd to the 8th.
Yes.
I love the theme, celebrating service excellence, reigniting a culture of care.
Yes, yes.
If everyone sees themselves as providing care, because that's what service is, showing care for those that you are attending to.
Yes.
So as service providers, teachers, police officers, all, if we see ourselves in that light, Jamaica will be such a beautiful place, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it would be the place of choice for us to live, work,
Live,
do business.
work,
Yes.
raise our families. Right. So tell us about what will be happening next week, Customer Service Week.
Okay, so for Customer Service Week, we'll be working closely with our partner, the Jamaica Customer Service Association, in putting on this week of activities. It's an internationally recognized event, and it starts October 2 and it goes straight through to October 8th. On October 2, we'll be having our church service, our worship service at the Webster Memorial United Church. That can be accessed online. If you go to Webster Memorial, you should be able to be a part of that service at 10 a.m. That's the first thing. We kick off the celebration with the Word of God and with His direction for the week. Then on Monday, October 3, we have JAXA, which is the Jamaica Customer Service Association group, that will be presenting their customer service song competition winners and their service excellence video competition winners for that period. Then on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, we come to our annual Service Excellence Conference. This conference speaks to issues that is dealt with in the public sector and the private sector, but we want everyone to log in, to register, and to be a part of this conversation that we're having. On day 2 of the conference, the public sector will be speaking about a number of things. We have 3 main participants. of 3 or 4 major entities. I have to read them here. They are PICA. We have Mrs. Tamika Clough of the Register General Department, who will be talking about birthright. We will be talking about the operational birthright program, how it is. We have a lot of Jamaicans who do not have their birth certificates, and so this is a program that they're rolling out, as well as other online applications and services that are now available to the public. There is also the Revenue Appeals Division. So for those of us who are having issues as taxpayers with our revenue commissioner, the Revenue Appeals Division is also providing that particular service that will help us to shorten the timeline in which we can resolve some of our issues with the payments of our tax. And appealing some of the decisions made on taxes for us. And then PICA will be speaking to us about the plans that they have for rolling out more automated services online. So that takes place on day 2 of the conference on Wednesday, October 5th. Now on Friday, October 7th, we will be having our mobile services fair. And in this mobile services fair, we will be taking down quite a bit of our services to Clarendon, to Maypen, for persons to access these services. And this is something that we're doing for the first time. And we have quite a few of our service providers who are going to be in Maypen at the St. Gabriel's Anglican Church. From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday of next week, October 7th. Please come out and participating in this event. We're pulling the services to you. We are touching you. We are showing that we care about you. And so we want you to come out and participate in this.
All right.
Should I tell you about the services that are going to be offered?
Yes, please, because I'm sure the viewers are listening to hear what exactly they can access on the day.
Of course.
And
There's
who
so
can
many.
access those services?
Yes, all of us need to access services. Even though we are also providing services, I also have to access these services. And so it is helpful when services come to you and you don't have to go to access them. And so we have the Companies Office of Jamaica who will be there registering businesses and companies. So for all of us entrepreneurs who are starting out your businesses and you want to formalize it, come down, register your businesses online and get general information around how you can how you work and operate your businesses. Then we have the Road Safety Unit who will be coming down and talking to us about road safety. There's so many deaths on our roads. How can we as citizens alleviate those things? And National Land Agency will be there, and they will be looking at providing information on all the services that they offer us. For those of us who have lands that we need to subdivide and we don't know what's the next step or how to do it, this is the place to come, get that information. The PICA again will be there facilitating applications for passport. Property tax collection from TAJ. I know some people may have the property tax and they put it aside because they can't get to inland revenue to pay. You can take it there. Then there is a free service where you can get your blood sugar and your cholesterol and your blood pressure checks done and eye checks done. Please come out. Those are free. You can get free eye checks, free blood sugar and cholesterol and your blood pressure checks done. Again, you have your applications for birth, death, and marriage certificates can be done there with the Register General Department. The Child Protection Agency will be there to provide us with information. If there are any issues that you want to have conversations with them, please take it there. Statson will be with us as well to talk about the census that we're now doing this year. Please come out and find out more about it. And for those of us who are looking at furthering our education, there are scholarships that are available. So the Ministry of Finance will also be providing us with information as to how is it that we can access these services and access some of these wonderful things. So please, guys, come out, bring your friends, bring your family members, spread the news. It can and to all our communities around Clarendon, all persons are welcomed.
That's right. And it was very intentional in ensuring that we have the municipal corporation sharing space here this evening. We have Councillor Morris will be coming on, and I know that he's an advocate when it comes on to ensuring that his constituents gets access to these kind of services. And the mayor has been sharing the information. So, and we have a number of community leaders that are usually on the program here will be sharing the information as well. So we're expecting that you have proper systems in place for crowd control.
Of course, all COVID protocols will be observed. We are ensuring that all is safe and well. There will be proper spacing. And we just expect people to come and get the services that they need to get, and then they'll be on their way. We have no intention of harming anyone, so we are observing all the protocols that we are expected to observe. So guys, please, again, I'm going to ask you to come on down and enjoy the day with us.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Don't go anywhere. And I'm excited about what's new for the company's office because we had them on in the first season that was in 2021. And they're sharing about, and yes, because I do assist a number of businesses in getting registered and all of that. And I know the challenges.
Yes.
Right. It's good business for me, but we need to make it a little easier.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
for
Always.
persons to access the service. All right. Great stuff that you're doing. The team there is doing, and we're looking forward to seeing greater things yet. But don't go anywhere. I want you to do final wrap when we come to the end. But I'm going to bring on now Councillor Morris. I trust that he's ready to share with us. Councillor Morris is ready to share with us. All right. Councillor Morris, welcome to the Serenity Resource Connector space.
Good night.
Night.
I think I have some technical difficulties. Having difficulties hearing it through my headset.
Okay. All right. And we just lost him. Can you believe that? He's still on the job. And if you were tuned in when Mayor was sharing a day in the life of a councillor, you know it's no easy task. He's actually on his way back from community engagement. So bear with us as he comes back on. But while he gets that sorted out, Shanique, let's hear what's coming up or what went on. Civic events. For those who are not able to identify the civic events, what civic events we had earlier this year?
Earlier this year, we had the flag raising parade on the 6th of August. Usually, during the flag raising parade, it's a national thing. So it happens at the national level, and we do it at the parish level also. So there is it's where all of the agencies come together, and we usually invite out our uniformed groups and so on to come and celebrate independence with us. So it is where we play the national anthem and we raise the flag. So it is symbolic of what happened in when Jamaica gained independence in 1962. So to instill that sense of pride and independence in our Jamaicans, we still do it every year on August 6th, no matter which day independence falls on.
All right.
So that is one civic event that we had earlier this year.
All right, Councillor
coming.
Morris is back.
Councillor Morris is back.
Oh,
Okay.
he was. All right, go ahead and share what's coming up
So I
next.
can continue.
Sure, what's coming up next?
We have our Heroes Day parade and awards ceremony, and these are yearly events. So every year, the Municipal Corporation, in collaboration with the JCDC and the SDC and the PDC, we partner to host these events. I must mention JCDC, SDC, and PDC. These are our local partners, and almost all of these events that we do, if not all of them, they are on board with us to assist in any way they can. So the other one is going to be the Heroes Day Parade and Award Ceremony. That will be on Monday, November 17, on at the grounds, the courthouse grounds, the parking lot, right where the
Right.
courthouse is in Main Pen, that's between the Municipal Corporation and the courthouse. The Heroes Day Parade and Award Ceremony, as I said earlier, is a yearly event. So what we do, we come out and we try to honor the national heroes in our own little way. So citations are read, usually by students or community members or justices of the peace. So you read the citations, and then a floral arrangement or wreath is laid at the base of the photo. So what we do, we put up the photos of the national heroes, and then after the citation is read, then floral arrangement or wreath is laid, and then they are saluted. So it's basically, we mirror what happens at the national level, just like how you see the Prime Minister and other ministers of government, they go to National Heroes Park and they lay a wreath and so on. It's the same thing we do at our local level. The parade part of it is where we invite the uniformed groups. So it's the Girl Guides, Cadet, Brownie, all of those groups, they come out and they're so sharp in their uniforms.
Oh,
They come
yes.
out and they do the whole march, and they make the parade look a little exciting. We instill that sense of pride in them as young persons growing up, for them to see what we have been doing, where we are coming from, and where we are going. So that is a very, very important part of it. And for the awards ceremony, we wanted to award 60 persons for Jamaica 60. So that would have been 60 persons from the parish of Clarendon who have done exceptionally well in their field of work. So whether it be industry and commerce, whether it be education, whether it be health, whichever sector they work in, we would have asked persons to nominate people who they think are worthy. So it's kind of like unsung heroes, really. So persons who have been serving in their fields for 15 years or more, and agencies as well, clubs, community groups or organizations, really, who have been doing the work over the years to impact on the lives of the persons in the parish or on the parish as a whole. So those persons will also form a part of our Heroes Day parade and awards ceremony.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Shanique. All right, let's bring in Councillor Morris, Civic Committee Chairman at this point. So, Morris.
Hi, good night, good night, good night, Miss Winter. Good night, and good night, Miss Samuels. She covered most of what I was going to speak about just now. You know, as a chairman for the civic committee, we have a various amount of activities planned throughout the year. Some of these activities are standard. Some of these activities, from time to time, civic community-based organizations may reach out to the municipal corporation and ask for partnership in various ways, and we do support whenever we can, in whatever way we can. Recently, we had the bull. What's the name of it, Shanique? Oh,
Bullhead.
Woodhead Mountain, yeah, sorry. And then you have the donkey race and so forth that the municipal corporation did play its part in. You have activities around the town as well in Maypen and in other townships that are within parish, towns that are within parish as well. So do play those parts as well.
Okay. So just to put in context for the civic committee outside of those activities, because a lot of planning goes into that those activities, and Shanique would have mentioned in terms of the partnerships and so on. But in terms of the committee itself, who are the people who sit on the civic committee that you head?
Well, civic committee is a full council committee comprised of all 22 councillors. Also, you have stakeholders from SDC, JCDC, and other community-based organizations that are also a part of this committee. So those are our members. Those are regular persons that visited. I have organization that from time to time will reach out to us for various activities that we may partner, as Shanique just made mention of. But our regular persons are JCDC and SDC and
TDC.
TDC. Yeah.
Right. And those committees consist of community persons who are contributing to cultural development, parish development in general, and so on. And so, how important is it for the members of those committees to attend these civic committee meetings
Well,
so that
it's
they're
very
part of the discussions?
well without a quorum. We can't make any decision within parish or within chamber because we need a quorum in order to carry out the business of the municipal corporation. However, once there is quorum, we have items that impacts just about everybody in every nooks and cranny. Recently we had a meeting with the business community just before independence, and then again we have a meeting. I think earlier this week, as I was a part of, with the entertainment industry, because we're trying to make Clarendon be the place of choice for entertainment, or a major player in terms of for entertainment. So we're bringing out the stakeholders earlier this week, and we had a sit down with them, and just to iron out all the misunderstanding that is there, and we're on our part, where we can adjust our operation. We did took notes, and also the JCF was there because they play a crucial part in terms of the Noise Abatement Act. So they were also present, and this also stakeholders. We sat down for about 2 hours, and we have a frank discussion because we are serious about the business of creating Clarendon overall as a place of choice for entertainment and for civic activities. So these are some of the organizations that we impact with, and we engage with. Also, we have we engage in now the tourism enhancement fund, because we believe that we have a tourism package here in Clarendon. We have an eco-tourism, we have a base of boat tours actually. So we have climate and environment that is fitting for eco-tourism, and also we have environment for Salt River and Spa Mineral Spa that we're currently working in conjunction with other agencies to have that facility upgraded, because we believe that tourism is a growing and booming sector that Clarendon needs to be a part of, and can help in this the financial stimulus for the parish. And with the entrance of this toll road that connects us seamless with other parishes, this is also see Clarendon beaming even more. So we here at the Civic Committee have to position ourselves, and we have been positioning ourselves to take advantage of the various opportunities that may present itself from time to time.
Awesome.
If I may just add, Mrs. Witter,
Sure.
we encourage these community groups to join in and be a part of our civic committee. Whatever events or activities that we plan, we plan it around them. We encourage them to be a part of us because Clarendon Municipal Corporation is the local body, and we provide a myriad of service to our citizens, and there would have been no municipal corporation without the citizens. The citizens would have kind of been in disarray if the municipal corporation was not there to lead them in a certain way in terms of development and so on. So we really appreciate them being a part of our meetings. So when they are part of our meetings, whatever discussions that we have and so on, we expect that it is filtered back into their communities through their community leaders.
All right, great. So we will have to share more on how they can actively participate, because that's one of the areas that we usually focus on the program. And just to backtrack to what Councillor Morris shared just now, we had the Deputy Superintendent for Roads and Works shared with us last Thursday, and we saw some lovely things taking place at Salt River and other locations across the parish, right? So work's been done, and I'm really happy to be a part of the process to highlight what is being done and how the rest of the citizens can participate in these activities. And I see Michael Thomas connecting with us. Thank you for joining us as usual, Sir Thomas, from over there in Buckner. So here you have one of your community leaders, Lady Samuels, and I'm sure there are others that are who are on. All right, and Councillor Morris, I'm going to connect you with the team at the public sector modernization unit there, so that you can assist as best as possible in terms of mobilizing.
Most definitely.
Right.
And
All
also,
right. And
okay.
Councillor Tannerly Williams, welcome. All right, the councillors are rolling in.
Miss
Yeah.
Vita, there is one more event that I didn't mention, and it would have been our annual
I'm not gonna let
Christmas
you all leave without mentioning the Christmas tree lighting.
Christmas tree
Not at all.
lighting. It's a staple event on our calendar. It's a civic event, and most persons, a lot of persons, look forward to that every year. So this year, the annual tree lighting and caroling service or ceremony is set for Tuesday, December 13. And that will more than likely be on the grounds of the municipal corporation. We are still finalizing the entertainment package, but you know when Clarendon go hard, we just go hard and done. So there is a lot to look forward to this year, but we
Well,
will
I'm
promise
looking forward to seeing how you're gonna top last year.
we will have a fabulous entertainment package. We're seeking to get some sponsors, and with sponsors, it makes it a lot easier for us to execute. And we'll have, regular prizes, surprises, giveaways, and so on. And we will have the best entertainment package anyone can get for free. It is a free event for the citizens of the parish. Last year we streamed it live, and persons were also in attendance live. So
Right.
we're trying to go. I mean, most of the COVID protocols have been relaxed. We still try to observe those as best as we can, but we're putting something special in store for our
Yes.
citizens this
And
year.
we have to maintain that virtual link, because a lot of our Clarendonians in the diaspora were tuned in, and I'm sure they want to be a part of what's happening in Clarendon.
Again this year.
Right.
Yeah, man. So we're working on it. We are promising a very good show this year.
Awesome. Bringing back Lady McKenzie Spencer in the the midst with us as we discuss when we Clarendonians get together. But you're part of the family now.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, all right, we are just about at the 1 hour mark. So, a lot was shared, but stay tuned to the different social media pages. I've shared the handles for the Office of the Cabinet, the Public Sector Transformation Modernization Division. There's a YouTube page. You want to go there and see all the awesome stuff that's been going on. The Instagram page as well, very active with information about guiding us through what's actually happening in the process. And let's see if they can make a space in their budget for the Serenity Resource Connector for 2023. All right. Any final any final thoughts? Lady McKenzie Spencer. Any final thoughts as we wrap? Spencer?
Yes, that you've provided us to be here today with you guys. And are you hearing me?
I lost
Are
you
you
for a
hearing
little
me?
while. I wasn't hearing you for a little while, but I'm hearing you
Yes,
now.
yes, yes. Take advantage of what councillors to, rally their community members to come and participate in this activity that will take place on Friday. It is not a one-time event for us. This is something that we expect to
Awesome.
be doing from now on to support. We identified Clarendon as the first one to start with. So I'm happy that we could use this space. This is a very important space for us. And so I want to thank you all for the opportunity to be here. I think there's one thing that I had neglected to mention is that there is a front office competition where we have quite a few and accessible to persons who want to utilize it. We have over double-digit applications from all our ministries, and so we will be announcing the winner on the second day of the conference. Again, guys, please come out to the conference and hear what it is that we're doing at the national level, so that local government is so important to ensuring that things take place and is happening on the ground. So please just participate at the national level so we can, assist each other in rolling it out at the local level. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Absolute pleasure, right? So just tuning to the social media pages so you can stay abreast of what's happening and learn how you can be a part of the conference. Sherby, reminding you to share the handle for the National Council on Drug Abuse in the comments so that we can connect and learn what's happening for Drug Abuse Month in November. All right, there we go. All right, before we wrap, thank you all for tuning in with us, those who are able to join us live and those who are watching the replay. Thank you for tuning in. We do this each week, 8 p.m. on Thursdays. We have a schedule of activities. First Thursday, we have Culture Corner coming up next Thursday. And we have an exciting lineup for you as we share space with the JCDC. Second Thursday, it's the Community Safety and Security Month with the Clarendon Police Division. Third Thursdays, Early Childhood Development, Early Childhood Commission. We are looking at the year of early childhood development on third Thursdays, and fourth Thursdays, it's the conversation with the Municipal Corporation. And we are going to be zoning in on which department for October, Shanique? Poor relief. Right. Poor relief we're going to be talking about in October. So you want to tune in for that to learn more about the poor relief department, how we can access the services there. All right. Thank you again for sharing space with us here on the Serenity Resource Connector. Shanique Samuels, who always in the background, now you're pushed to the forefront. Welcome. Romaine Morris, Councillor, Civic Committee Chairman, Karlene McKenzie Spencer, Office of the Cabinet, there in that exciting division that's doing the modernization of the public sector. We've been hearing about this for many moons now, so we're happy to see it all happening in our lifetime. Thanks to the team there. Thank you all. Continue to stay safe. And please share the information so more of our Clarendonians know what's happening in the parish, know the services that are available, how they can access. And we are thanking the team again at Office of the Cabinet for making it even easier for those who are able to go out, connect with the services, and know when they're going to be coming back into the space. God bless you all. Continue to stay safe and have a good night.